What's going on, guys? It is Bernardo, and yes, final video for breaching the web server. So let's get right into it. All right, so today's the last video, part 3 of breaching the web server. The last video we left off right here, which I showed you where the payload was downloaded. But again, as a person that's actually trying to infiltrate a network, you're not going to see none of this. But again, I just want to show you guys that, I'm not doing any magic behind the scenes. So let's head over to our Kali machine, which we left off here. Now, for this stuff to work, we need to grab a cookie session because what are you talking about cookie session? The reason why we need to grab the cookie of this particular session that we are going, which we did when we uploaded, right? We're going to be using, Gobuster, because we need to scan the website to see where this file was actually uploaded to. So we're going to right click on the web page, right? We're going to go to expect. Within here, let's go to the network tab. We're going to reload or refresh, basically reload it. And you're going to get all this gibberish. Now go into the headers tab, scroll all the way down to the request headers and go into cookie. That's the cookie session for that. We're going to be grabbing that. So right click on that and copy that. That's very important. Why? Because we're going to be heading over to our terminal command. We're going to click on session. We're going to click on new tab. And I'm going to type in the following command. Gobuster, dir, the proxy, which is going to be SOX5, the loopback of our Kali. 9050 is the port that we have been using. The URL, which would be the URL for the website. I'm going to be using the big.txt file as the word list, which is a text file with a lot of directories that, would allow us to scan. And it's going to basically scan the entire directory to find different locations of a website. I am going to also establish site codes blacklist of 302, 404, 400 because I don't want that stuff to show up. And then I am going to do the parameter of -h and then do the cookie that we got. I'm going to hit enter. Now what's happening is it is scanning the entire site and it found basically all the directories. Now the directory that I'm interested would be that one, uploads. That's where it uploaded the content. So it actually gave me the URL. So let's head over to our Firefox and open up a new tab and type in that URL. But at the end of it, we're going to do a backslash and the name with the extension of our payload. If the web server wasn't configured properly, this should run. If it is configured properly, you should get a lot of errors. But for our lab, it wasn't configured properly. So I'm going to hit enter. If it's white, that means it ran. Well, even though nothing popped up or any errors, the way that it actually established or worked is if you head over to our netcat session, you should see a command prompt. So let's head over there now. Bingo. Yes, we have a command prompt. So let's type in who am I and hit enter. I'm basically logged in as IIS app pool. I'm going to type in the following command, who am I, with a parameter of privilege. Once I hit enter, check this out. Look what type of permissions I have. Impersonate a client after authentication. This is dangerous. And we're actually going to be using that on the next video. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.